Hello there, fit golfers. My name is Carolina Romero, also known as the Fit Golfer Girl. Welcome to episode 2 of my Golf Fitness at Home series that aired in Golf Channel Latin America in May. All of the exercises in this workout can be done at home with no equipment at all. And this week, we are working on our upper bodies and shoulder rotation. But before we get started, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment in the comment section below, and if you like the workout, please share it with a friend. All of these things help my channel grow so that I can continue to make great golf fitness videos for all of you. Ready to get started? Let's go! Hello there, fit golfers. My name is Carolina Romero, also known as the Fit Golfer Girl. I am a personal trainer and golf fitness expert. Welcome to our second episode of Golf Fitness at Home here in Golf Channel Latin America. Remember that every week during the month of May, we are going to be showing you a workout that you could do at home with no equipment at all. This week, we are working our upper bodies and shoulder rotation. Let's get started. Okay, so here we have the complete list of all the exercises that we are going to be doing today. Like always, we are going to start with a good foam rolling session. Remember that when we do foam rolling, what we do is that we apply pressure to the muscles to help them relax and prepare for the work they have ahead. So if you don't have a foam roller at home, don't worry. I highly recommend that you get one once quarantine is over, but today we're going to get creative. For example, today I am using this medicine ball. You can use a basketball or a soccer ball that you have handy that you can really inflate. And remember too that you can control the intensity of the foam rolling depending on how much of your body weight you put over the ball or over the foam roller. Since today we are going to be working on our shoulder rotation and upper body, we're going to be rolling some of the muscles that are important for this purpose and also the muscles of the upper body, starting with the pecs. Yes, ladies, the pecs, they're chest muscles. You also have them and they're located right under your clavicle. So what we're going to do is that we are going to go ahead and lay on top of the ball and just put pressure in the area. Remember, the pec starts all the way by your armpit and then it goes all the way to the middle of your body to that bone called the sternum. So start by the armpit and start rolling inwards. You already know the deal when it comes to foam rolling. You are going to find a tender spot. You're going to hold the pressure there for 20 seconds while you breathe deeply and try to relax the muscle. And then once you're done, you're going to go ahead and find another area that needs it. So make sure you do this on both sides. And remember, this can be a very delicate area for a lot of people because of many reasons, including bad posture. These muscles are super tight. So if you are experiencing a lot of pain, just manage the intensity of your rolling by getting some of your body weight off the ball. You can also raise your arm like I was doing before so that you can get the muscle a little bit more open. Next up, we are going to continue with our neck muscles. Most of us have super tight necks, and unfortunately this is a limiting factor for our shoulder rotation. So what we're going to do is that we are going to be rolling the muscles of the neck. Very important that I say that because you are going to want to avoid all bony structures such as the spine. So we are going to start by laying on the ball as shown. Simply find that muscle that goes right behind your ear all the way down to your clavicle and lay on top of the ball. Remember, you don't have to move it back and forth. All you have to do is hold the pressure in that spot for 20 seconds or wherever you are feeling soreness in the muscles. Once you're done there, you can start rotating a little bit to the side and then find another tender spot. But like I said earlier, you definitely want to stay away from putting pressure on the spine, but make sure that you are getting the entire side of the neck and then obviously repeat on the opposite side. And we are going to continue by foam rolling or rolling our subscapularis muscle. This is one of the muscles of our rotator cuff, and I have encountered it's responsible for a lot of shoulder injuries and shoulder pain in golfers and people in general. What you're going to do to find this muscle is that simply you're going to lay on the ball sideways like this, and then you're going to start turning a little bit back so that there's pressure towards the back of your armpit. This is a very sensitive sore area, so as soon as you find the subscapularis, you are going to know because it's going to be really delicate. And last but not least, we are gonna move to our lats. So the lats are a big muscle that's located in our backs and they go all the way through the side of the body. These also get really tight and they could contribute to bad rotation and shoulder injury. So like we've talked before, make sure you find a tender spot. You can hold it for 20 seconds while you breathe deeply, and then once you feel like it's relaxed and ready to go, move around until you find a different spot. Alright, fit golfers, and those are the muscles that we are going to be foam rolling today. We are about to go on a commercial break, so while we are in break, make sure you finish foam rolling all of these areas. When we come back, we are going to go ahead and get started with set number 1. See you in a little bit. Hello there, fit golfers. My name is Carolina Romero, also known as the Fit Golfer Girl, and welcome back to this episode of Golf Fitness and Home here in Golf Channel Latin America. Today, we are working out our upper body and our shoulder rotation. During the commercial break, you had enough time to finish your foam rolling, and now we are about to get started with set number 1. But before we get started, let's take a look at the format we are going to be using today. We are going to be using a superset format, which means that we are going to be doing 10 repetitions of each one of the exercises in each set in order 2 or 3 times, depending on how much time you have available or your level of fitness. In set number 1, we have 3 exercises: open books, pull aparts with external rotation, and scapular depressions. For our first exercise, open books, you are going to need a cushion that you can put on the ground, and you're going to have to lay on your side like shown. Your bottom leg is going to be straight and your top leg is going to be bent at a 90-degree angle. And you're going to go ahead and take that cushion, put it right under your knee, and you're going to put downward pressure towards the cushion with that knee throughout the whole movement. Now go ahead and stack your arms, and then you're going to take the top arm and start rotating your upper body towards the opposite direction as far as you can go while maintaining that downward pressure with that knee on the cushion. Think about turning your ribcage, not only your shoulder. Hold the stretch for a couple of seconds. By the way, the stretch you should be feeling in your mid-back. And then come back to the starting position. We are going to try to go a little bit further with each repetition. And we are going to be doing 10 repetitions of this exercise per side. Very important that you don't forget to continue to apply that downward pressure with the knee towards the cushion. This is going to ensure that our core stays stable and that we are getting the most out of this great stretch for shoulder rotation. Our next exercise is a pull apart with external rotation. This is a great exercise to improve your posture, and if you have a band at home, you can go ahead and use the band. But if not, you don't even need a band. All I want you to do is start with your hands and your thumbs pointing towards each other right in front of your face. Now you're going to start turning your arms in the opposite direction, so outwards as far as you can go. And when you get to the point where you can't go any further, you're going to feel a nice deep stretch in your chest, but also I want you to focus on contracting your shoulder blades together and keeping your shoulders down. So we are going to be exercising those muscles of the upper back that suffer so much from our lack of good posture. Make sure that you are squeezing those shoulder blades together and feeling all of those upper back muscles working with every rep. So go ahead and do 10 of those, and then we'll continue with our last exercise of set number 3. And last but not least, we have scapular depressions. This exercise is super simple, but it's actually a lot harder than it looks, and it's going to help us activate and wake up those muscles that are in charge of moving our scapula down, which unfortunately, due to our daily habits and our bad posture, are very, very underactive and could lead to all kinds of problems with our golf swing, lack of rotation of our shoulders, and horrible neck pain. So for all of those of you who have really tight necks, remember this is going to be a great exercise for you. This exercise is super simple. All you have to do is raise your arms up overhead, and then you are going to start depressing your scapula, or simply just lower your scapula a couple of inches while maintaining your elbows completely locked. I highly recommend that you do this in front of a mirror because it will show you whether you're cheating or not with your elbows. but you are going to feel the muscles of your upper back near your armpit working really hard to help you achieve this movement. It is okay if you don't get it right the first couple of times. Be patient and practice the movement. It's going to be very helpful for your shoulder turn and your overall health. Alright friends, and that's all we have for this segment. So during the commercial break, go ahead and finish 2 or 3 sets of this set, and when we return, we are going to go ahead and get started with set number 2. See you in a little bit. Hello there, fit golfers. Welcome back to this episode of Golf Fitness at Home here at Golf Channel Latin America. My name is Carolina Romero and I am a personal trainer and golf fitness specialist. We are about to get started with set number 2, which is made up of 3 exercises: thoracic rotations, also known as reachbacks, W's, and last but not least, seated torso rotations. Let's get started. For our first exercise, reachbacks, we are going to go ahead and get into an all-fours position on our hands and our knees. Make sure that your shoulders are right over your wrists and that your knees are right under your hip. Also, while you are in this position, make sure that there isn't any excess curvature in your lower back. You want to make sure that you are nice and neutral there, so make sure you activate your abs, tuck your tailbone in, and almost make a little bit of a flat tabletop with your back. Now take one of your hands, put it behind your head, and start rotating your whole upper body in that same direction as far as you can go. Make sure that you are not putting downward pressure on your head with your hand. You are simply just placing it there and then rotating as far as you can go. With each repetition, I want you to try to go a little bit further, and you will know that you're doing this right if you feel a nice deep stretch in your mid-back throughout the whole movement. You're going to go ahead and do 10 repetitions of this exercise per side. And now we continue with our next exercise, which I like to call W's, because you form a letter W with your head and your hands during this exercise. Again, this is another really sneaky hard exercise, a lot harder than it looks, and it relates directly to those scapular depressions we did in set number 1. This exercise is going to help you improve your posture, and because we are going to be doing it laying on our stomachs, it's going to really force you to use those back muscles to offset your bad posture. So go ahead and lay on your stomach with your abs activated and make sure that you are nice and comfortable. Once you are here, I want you to make sure that your head is pointing straight down. So your eyes are looking directly downward, not to the front, because that's going to put a lot of unnecessary strain on your neck. Now once you're here, extend your arms overhead and then drop your elbows down as hard as you can. Drive those elbows back towards the back of the room while also simultaneously squeezing your shoulder blades together. This is a little bit tricky and it can be really hard if you have mobility issues in your shoulders. But that is the point, that we are going to try to wake up those upper back muscles so that they regain their ability to move correctly. And last but not least, we have seated torso rotations. For this exercise, you're going to need a chair or a bench that you can sit on that is not going to move, and a cushion or pillow that you can put in between your knees. So go ahead and sit down with good posture, place the pillow or cushion in between your knees and squeeze them together. This is going to allow us to lock the lower body so that we can focus solely on rotating our upper body. After all, that's what we're working out today. So once you're in this position, put your hands on your chest and then start rotating as far as you can in each direction while maintaining that cushion squeezed hard in between your legs. This is going to be a lot harder than it looks. It might even get you a little bit winded, but it is a great stretch that you should be feeling in your mid-back. So you're going to go 20 repetitions total, 10 in each direction, trying to go a little bit further with each repetition. Alright friends, and that's it for set number 2. During our commercial break, you can go ahead and finish these 3 exercises, do 2 or 3 sets, so that when we come back, we can go ahead and get started with set number 3. See you in a little bit. Hello there, fit golfers. Welcome back to our last set of this episode of Golf Fitness at Home here in Golf Channel Latin America. My name is Carolina Romero, and today we are working our upper body and our shoulder rotation. Our first exercise is going to be bent over rows, and for this I'm going to be using this bucket filled with golf balls. If you have any weights at home, you can use those too, or really you can use anything that is heavy that you can hold on to that has a handle that is going to be easy to grip. So you are going to need a piece of furniture that is handy, and I want you to put one of your arms on it while bending over, almost like a tabletop. As you can see, my entire torso is bent over, and it's almost parallel to the floor. I don't want you to be too upright because then you will be using a different kind of muscle, which is not what we're trying to achieve right now. So when you are almost parallel, you can go ahead and keep your shoulder and your elbow close to your body while you pull the bucket or whatever it is that you are using towards your body. Make sure that you are feeling your bicep and especially your lat muscle working during this exercise. Make sure that you're keeping your shoulders down, and make sure that you're keeping your abs activated throughout this whole exercise. And our second and last exercise of set number 3 are shoulder external rotations. These little muscles that are located in our rotator cuff get extremely weak due to our bad posture throughout the day. So we are going to be using this exercise to wake them up and strengthen them back to their original position where our shoulders are not in a compromised situation. As you can see, I'm going to be using a bottle of water that I have actually filled up. You are not going to need a lot of weight for this exercise, trust me. These are very small muscles that fatigue very fast. So go ahead and grab your bottle of water. You're gonna place your arm by your side so that your elbow is directly touching the side of your body, and you're gonna make sure that the elbow never leaves that location. Now start rotating the bottle up and out like shown. Take it as far as you can, then bring it back to the starting position and repeat. You're going to be doing 10 repetitions of this exercise. Make sure that that elbow stays in place throughout the whole movement and that you are going as far as you can go. You're going to feel a deep burn in your shoulder muscles very soon after starting the exercise. Remember, these are little muscles that fatigue super fast. So go ahead and do 10 repetitions on one side and then flip it over and do 10 repetitions on the opposite side. And with shoulder external rotations, we come to the end of this episode of Golf Fitness at Home here in Golf Channel Latin America. Remember that you can repeat each set 2 or 3 times depending on your level of fitness or how much time you have available. My name is Carolina Romero, also known as the Fit Golfer Girl, and I hope to see you guys next week, because next week we are going to be doing a great lower body and hip workout to help you power up your hips during the golf swing. Great job today, and I will see you next week.
Para más videos de Golf Fitness en español y excelente trabajo el día de hoy. Alright, Fit Golfers, and that's it for this week. If you want me to be your personal trainer, click the link above to learn more about my online golf fitness training programs. Also, before you go, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment in the comment section below telling me what kind of exercises you would like to see more of in the future. Don't forget to follow me on social media, and I will see you guys very soon with another great golf fitness video. Mwah!